Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the double. 80 weapons. Been a long day for you. Check three. Hey, exit. Check. Whip. Guard. Watch the whip. Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yes.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 58, boys. 58. Mike, let's go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Middle. Hey, echo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
You got blocked, Lee. Drill right. 22. Slam. 20.
From the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Check it back.
Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
70, Indy. 58, right there. 6'6", bullet high. Hey, Delta. 58, 58, Mike. Now.
From the 36, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Crunch. Look at me. Go.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Now! Hurry! Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready to break.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey.
Let's go, baby.
Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Set, ready? 50, plant. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check nickel. He's coming.
Hey, drop, lead dribble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 3-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Go.
Check call.
2nd and 3. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Zero. 40 got. 40 got. Show it. Tighten up. Zero. Tighten up. He's coming. Double up.
Stafford on first down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now it's Stafford.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
The ball. Let's go.
The toss out to Barkley. Nifty move. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Get that quarterback. 58, boy. 58. 58.
Jones on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On second down, here's Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf.
Check pass. Check back.
Hey, Alpha.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Snap.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here comes Amendola. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now Stafford looking in zone for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
All right, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 1, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, check. What, squeeze. Check, lucky, fight.
Now Saquon Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 36. Bang. Again.
Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
5. Look at me. Zipper.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get the week.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I'm ready.
Mike 51. I'm here.
Yeah.
Check 99. Check 99.
Rock it.
Check 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check 37.
Go. Just hit it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Johnson running right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Kill.
32.
Kill.
Undercross. Big 20. Undercross. Hey, easy.
Is that yours? Who's that?
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll go to Barkley again. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just about on his own goal line. Returnable here for Davis. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Check. Score. Hot. Kill.
They'll run it again with Barkley. A strong running. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Ready. Hand to stop. Hey, echo.
51 the mic.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Ready.
51. Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
Gallman will run it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready. 60 or.
What we got? Hey, check 24.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 15.
Ready.
This is Gallman.
He's checking.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
You must be dreaming.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 46. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey, 54.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
On second and 12, Stafford. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here we go with Johnson. And an alley to run. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're a great. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 55 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a fourth on second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big run there by Johnson. 54 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 31, check
53, ready.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
That's how we do it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Down, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me point up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter. Oh, what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subject